Good day. Welcome to another edition of Inside Putnam Valley Schools. Eric Gross, your host, along with Superintendent of Schools, Jeremy Luft. And Jeremy, good seeing you, sir.
You too. Hope all is well.
Good. Thank you. With you and your family as well, sir.
We are. Enjoying the good weather.
Oh, beautiful weather for a change. We want to thank residents out there in Putnam Valley land for saying yes to spending last month. Because without your assistance, your help, schools have a great difficulty in operating. Residents said yes in Putnam Valley for that budget.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate their support. As we do every year, we tried to present a fiscally responsible budget that allowed us to maintain our programs while recognizing the financial burden it places on our community. And we were happy that the community came out and supported our budget. And we plan to continue doing so moving forward. We stay below the tax levy cap. Our tax rate remains lower than it was 8 years ago. And I hope the community recognizes those efforts we make and how much we appreciate their support.
A couple of years ago, there was a major bond referendum as well. And this summer, work continues on that at the middle school.
Yeah, a majority of the work, our phase one work, was completed. That included the new Learning Commons and Social Commons at the middle school, the creation of the Health and Wellness Center, as well as the new STEM spaces in the elementary school. So this summer is phase two, a much smaller portion of the work. Some of the middle school work, specifically the bathrooms, were held back from last summer, and that work will begin this summer. So a welcome sight to many in the middle school.
Well, it's been a crazy year. The 2021 school year will probably go down as the wackiest, craziest year in history. In school, out of school. Governor Cuomo the other day came out with these new rules and regulations. How does that affect public education?
Yeah, it was certainly perfect timing to become a new superintendent. It's been an interesting couple of years. The rules obviously are continually in flux. And as we stated early on, with the guidance of our reopening task force, we're committed to following the rules as they're outlined by the state. So I know there was a lot of questions regarding the use of masks in schools based upon a press release that came from the state. And we're in constant communication with all stakeholders. And I think the state came back and clarified, really leaving it up to local discretion to determine mask use outdoors. And as promised, we quickly engaged our reopening task force. I made the recommendation that we continue to follow the guidance and make mask use outdoors optional. And that was, in fact, our decision moving forward. At this time, mask use is still required within school buildings. I know the state has reached its 70%, and a lot of those restrictions have gone away. But it seems as if the education restrictions remain in place. And as we have since the beginning, we'll continue to adjust as the guidance allows, and we'll remain in compliance.
You're still as involved with the health department as you were way back when.
Yeah, obviously it's been a nice reprieve from contact tracing and all the other events that have happened, but we still remain in regular contact. We still have weekly meetings, and they've really done a good job of keeping us apprised in terms of what's coming down from the state. As many are aware, the local health department is not setting any of this guidance. They simply interpret the state guidance, and they've been great allies with us all along, so we appreciate their support.
What about vaccinations? Any percentage of number of students in the Putnam Valley School who have been vaccinated?
Yeah, I don't have that number off the top of my head. I do know we have done sort of an informal survey, and actually some of our student board members have done that as well. It's my goal from the beginning of the vaccination process, starting with teachers, was simply to make sure that 100% of those willing and looking to be vaccinated were able to receive an appointment. And that's really been the metric that I've used from the beginning. We've sort of gone above and beyond to make sure that we are helping to get teachers or other staff members appointments if they wanted to. And then we continue that with the same for students. So obviously it's a personal choice whether or not they decide to be vaccinated, but our goal was to help anyone who wished to be vaccinated receive an appointment, and I think we've been extremely successful in doing so.
At the end of the school year, moving up days, graduations right around the corner now. Friday, of course, is the Putnam Valley High School graduation, the class of 2021. About 140 students will be graduating. What message do you have to those young people out there?
Well, I don't want to steal my speech, but listen, it was in the most difficult of circumstances, students found a way to be successful. And they certainly missed out on lots of opportunities that other classes have had. but we're extremely proud of what we were able to do as a district, and we're extremely proud of what our students were able to accomplish throughout the past year. And I have only the best wishes for them as they transition into college and career, and hopefully as the world returns to some sense of normalcy, that they've lived through the worst of it and better days are ahead.
You want to give a shout out to the Val and Sal of the class of 21.
Yes, so Aaliyah Steele and Abby Lauder are Val and Sal, and two fantastic students involved in way more than just academics. They're both involved in cultural arts and athletics, so two fantastic students, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
We're going to take a break and interview a new young lady who's part of the Putnam Valley family, Jackie Levine. Tell us about Jackie.
Yeah, so as everyone is aware, Ms. Jeanette Mistretta is relocating upstate, and that created a vacancy within our curriculum instruction, and we were lucky to entice highly qualified candidates and eventually hired Ms. Jackie Levine, who comes to us from P&W BOCES. So she's already been doing some transitioning days, and we're really looking forward to having her a full-time member of our team right after 4th of July.
Jackie Levine, welcome. Well, as promised, Jackie Levine is with us. Jackie, of course, the Director of Curriculum and Instruction here in Putnam Valley. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. It's a pleasure.
Tell me about Jackie. Who is Jackie Levine?
Who is Jackie Levine? Well, right now, I'm the Coordinator of School Leadership and Marketing Services at Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES, where I've been for the last 6 years in a couple of different roles. I'm really excited. It's an honor and a privilege to be selected to fill Jeanette's wonderful shoes, very big shoes to fill indeed, and to be part of the Putnam Valley community in more ways than one. I am currently a resident. I actually live on Peekskill Hollow Road. We've been there since about 2016, so I'm especially excited to be part of my community in multiple ways and have a hand in continuing to grow the mission and vision of our district.
A short commute for you.
A very short commute indeed.
Take
My
the bicycle.
husband and dogs are thrilled.
So what kind of dogs do you have?
Oh my goodness, I have 3 dogs.
Yeah.
2 are small. One is a Pomeranian and one is a Japanese Chin, the little kind of toy dogs. And we recently, during the pandemic, fostered and then adopted, or foster failed, a bigger dog. I believe she probably is a Belgian Malinois, which is a very big kind of shepherd dog. And she's beautiful and a love, and she's only about 9 months old, so she's still going through her puppy stages, but they are the loves of my life. So we're definitely dog people over there.
What's your initial reaction of the Putnam Valley School?
Oh, I think it is just the gem of the region. It is such an amazing school district, such amazing teachers and leaders. One of the reasons that I was drawn to this position was just through my role at BOCES, the knowledge I already had of the wonderful administrative team here, working with Jeremy, Natalie, Margaret, Sandy, and Travis in multiple ways, as well as their assistant principals. I had the good fortune of having had those interactions with them, and also having had opportunities to be on site working with the elementary school in guided reading support when I was in my literacy role at BOCES. So I had so much knowledge of the teaching faculty, of the leadership here, the leadership team, and you really do. You join a community, you join a team when you take on a role like this, and I was really excited to be selected to join this wonderful team.
Well, Jackie's hit the ground running. What has been the first step you've done now as in this new position?
Getting my email. Most important, to be able to communicate with everyone. So I'm very excited. The team at the district office has been so helpful in getting me situated. Jeanette and I took tours of the building on Friday. She introduced me to everyone that she could. I got to see students in action and work in action, and I also just got to meet a lot of the teachers that I hadn't already met. And of course, each of the principals walked us around as well, so I had some FaceTime with the principals during those, and we'll have some meetings coming up in the next couple of weeks. Each week, I'm taking a day to visit and stay on site and either meet with principals, meet with Jeremy and Natalie and Jeanette, get to know everyone, make sure I get things like my email and my badge all set, and just get myself situated before my official start date on July 6th.
Well, Jeremy tells me you're a great listener.
Thank you. I sure hope so.
What is, again, that you're going to status quo for a while? You want to feel your way around a little bit, or?
Absolutely. I think it's so important to spend some time listening, learning, just getting a sense of who we are, what our culture is, who our teachers are, what they need. what they feel they're really strong in. I really want to get a sense of that, and so listening is going to be key over the next couple of months. And our parents, our community too. I look forward to meeting with community members, meeting with parent members, hearing their needs, hearing about their ideas, and getting them involved in the schools however we can.
We want to give a shout out to Mr. Levine. Tell our viewers about Hubby.
Yes, thank you so much. We are both in education, and actually he brought me into education. I met him and he was starting as his first year as a second grade teacher, and I got to decorate his classroom with him and set up and do things, and just that experience alone led me to teaching. So then I went into my program at Fordham, but he's now a middle school principal in North Rockland Central School District. So he's right now, probably at this moment, doing a moving up ceremony for one team of his 700 eighth graders.
Wow.
So he has quite a large school that he's working with, and he's so happy.
So education's in the Levine family.
Yes, it is. It is, and we are both in a doctoral program. He has recently defended his proposal, which means he's on the track to defend his dissertation and be Dr. Levine. And I'm right there behind him. I should be proposing my dissertation soon, too.
So Dr. and Dr. Levine.
Eventually, yes, we will be.
Well, that's wonderful. We wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Great meeting you.
Oh,
so wonderful to meet you.
Jackie Levine, the newest member of the Putnam Valley School family. Jeremy and I will be right back. Jackie seems like a very lovely woman. Well, I'm sure she's going to do wonders for the Putnam Valley schools.
Yeah, we're really excited about her joining our team and looking forward to seeing what change she can bring about Putnam Valley.
So what's your wish? What's your message for the summer?
Well, it's certainly been an exhausting year for everyone, so I hope that everyone finds time this summer to get outside, enjoy friends and family, relax, rejuvenate, and I'm really hopeful that school will open in a normal fashion. Students will be back full-time in person, and we can continue the business of educating students in Putnam Valley.
Okay. Superintendent of Schools, Jeremy Luft. We thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Inside Putnam Valley Schools. I'm Eric Gross. Until next time, have yourselves a great summer. Be safe. We'll see you all. Bye-bye now.